if I told you that, what if I told you that this motherfucking government shutdown ain't nothing but experiment or practice for the real thing? Good day. I'm Michael the Librarian, and today we're going to discuss what's going on in DC. Before we get into it, I ask that you please like, subscribe, share, comment. It would be greatly appreciated. So, this nut ass shutdown. You know, in the face, they make it seem like it's about the battle of the budgets, you know, Republicans versus Democrats. Health care versus tax credits and a whole bunch of bullshit, you know, but it's wild that, you know, in the middle of the shutdown, these niggas is still funding Ukraine, though. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, that in and of itself is asinine. But in my opinion, you know, they just planted a seed. A chance to see how critical systems would run without funding from the government, meaning that now these systems is going to have to, I would say, in other words, compartmentalize, break off into smaller cells, smaller networks, so to speak. And you know, this matters because we got we got some things coming down the pipeline in the next couple of years or so, next 5 to 10 for sure, that's going to create a paradigm shift. And these paradigm shifts is going to bring an entirely new way of thinking, a new way of living. It's just going to bring a completely different societal structure. And so, you know, one of those things is the UN agenda, the UN 2030 agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals. Now, I've already done a video on that titled Crypto in Time. If you haven't seen that, I suggest you go back and watch it. And in that, I discuss, you know, timeline of events that's going to change mankind as we know it. But not only that, I also brought evidence to see how it's already been pre-recorded, how we've already been told that these events are coming and that they're going to happen. Okay? But before we even get to the UN 2030 sustainable goals, you know, before we even fucking get there, these aliens is going to formally be announced to the public, my nigga. Like, these niggas is officially gonna be, like, they've already been doing these little soft disclosures and shit with these little videos that they be putting out, but they gonna officially come out and be like, they gonna officially come out and say they're real. And not only that, when they do that, shit is gonna hit the fucking fan. Because It's going to bring to the forefront the influences that they have had on our existence. You know, from the religion, you know, to politics, to these niggas being behind a lot of the the lower vibrational shit that's going on in this fucking planet. You know what I'm saying? Because they have a fucking agenda. But as I was saying though, because of the influences that these aliens had on these not only aliens but just, you know, multi-dimensional beings, extraterrestrials, you know, because of the influences that they've had on our society and the way that they've influenced our society, you know, it's going to bring about a different type of living, a different way of life. You know, it's going to be more communal, self-sufficient, self-sustained, self-governed areas of population. Like, you know, almost like how the states used to be divided up, because could be, which is really how the government is supposed to fucking operate. It's really supposed to be each state govern itself, and the government is really supposed to only be only supposed to deal in international affairs. They're not supposed to be involved in anything truly domestic. That's why each state has different laws. Like one state might have an age of consent that's 16 over here, some is 18 over here, some is 12 over here. You see what I'm saying? That's giving you an idea of the type of living that we're going to go to. We've already have some type of precedence for that type of living, but it's going to be it's going to have a different look to it, but at its core, it's going to be the same. You know, and there's not going no more going to be a need for a figurehead, fucking president. You know what I'm saying? Because these niggas got shit fucked up. They got it fucked up all the way live. You know, because they forget that their authority comes from us. They forget that they're public servants, not authority figures, public servants. They took the authority that we gave them and then turned it around to subjugate us, to imprison us, and to establish their own power in hierarchy above us. And fuck wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? There was a long period of time where the people would sleep, but niggas is starting to wake the fuck up, man. This shit ain't going on no fucking more. Because the revolution will be televised. You know, and this is just different understandings and different ways to look at this fucking shutdown. You know what I'm saying? Because things aren't inherently negative, nor are they inherently positive. It's all about your own definitions and belief systems that put their own twist on the situation. You know what I'm saying? But it's time for it to be for the people, by the people. To where, you know what I'm saying, we don't worry about if the fucking government gonna shut down, and if the government shut down, how people gonna eat, how people gonna drink, like, how is essential services still gonna continue. Like, it's time for us to get the fuck away from that shit, man. For real. It's time for us to get the fuck away from this shit. Get away from these niggas and they motherfucking authority. You know what I'm saying? Fucking government shut down, man. Let that shit crash and burn. Let that shit crash and burn, because they don't have our best our best interest at hand anyway. For at least at least every fucking day, every fucking minute, every fucking second of the past 5,000 years on this planet, there has been an active conflict. I have to go back and research this some more, but I was reading something that said there is not one known day in recorded history that there wasn't conflict on this fucking planet. That number is fucking insane. It's insane. When you think of that shit, that is fucking insane. I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? They got us thinking poverty is real. They got us thinking scarcity is real. Because these aliens promise these niggas immortal life, not knowing that they're already immortal. One, because they are spirit. And two, the human body is immortal. The human body is designed to live forever. It heals itself. It is a self-healing, self-sustaining system that is efficient. And these niggas think they doing something. The fucking irony of the situation, man. Just the fucking irony. So with that being said, when these things of government shutdowns come about, things of that nature, don't panic. Just use it as an opportunity to continue to wean yourself away from the propaganda, the conditioning, the bullshit, the matrix, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Use these times to continue to pull away from the lies, to allow the illusions to continue to fall away and crumble by the wayside, because it's a wrap. She ain't going for this fuck shit anymore, man. Not going for this shit anymore. So, stay in pursuit of the end of anything that keeps you from being your authentic self. To the next episode.